Hello, this is MS Access Database Tutorial Series for SE students. It's me Naveen once again. So welcome. So today we are going to discuss on database management system. Agenda: introduction to database, information, database management system, advantages of database management system, disadvantages of database management system, and introduction to MS Access, its fields, its objects. First of all, let's go to data. So what is data? It's a collection of facts such as number, word, a measurement, observation, or just description of things. All these are data. For example, rate. Rate itself is a data. Mail itself is a data. Data may not have any meaningful information. Data alone cannot have any meaningful information. For example, rate. What is rate? So it's not clear. It is the raw materials for the database. Let's see some example of data. 20 gram jam and butter, male, 49 kg, Pokhara. So all these are the information, but it doesn't give any truthful meaning. Now, information, a collection of facts from which a conclusion may be drawn, or which produce some kind of a conclusion, then it's known as information. When data are processed, meaningful informations are produced. If you arrange the data in proper format, then you can get the meaningful information. So this kind of informations are used to make decision. So if your informations are correct, it helps you to give the correct decision. Without correct information, you can't have correct decision. So let's see the example. Unprocessed data: 20 gram jam and butter, male, 49 kg, Pokhara. All these are the unprocessed data and it doesn't have any meaning. So processed data: name Ram, age 20, gender male, address Pokhara, weight 49 kg. So we can use this processed data to draw some conclusion or to make some decision. Now let's go to another part, that is database. What do you mean by database? Okay, a database is a structured collection of data related to any subject or purpose. It is used to meet the requirement of an organization or a person, or we can say it as a database is collection of interrelated data stored so that it may be accessed by authorized user with simple user-friendly environment. Database can be computerized or manual. For example, report card, attendance register, bus schedule, television schedule, library logbook, hospital management database, etc. So in our day-to-day life, you can see lots and lots of database. For example, telephone directory itself is a kind of database, and we can use this to draw some conclusion or to manage it to get the result. We can use this database. Database management system. In short, it's also called as DBMS. It is a database management system program or computerized program or computer-based program. DBMS is a software which manages the database, providing facility for organization, access, and control. It enables the user to store, modify, update, organize data, and retrieve information from the database. So if it's a database, then you can do lots and lots of things from DBMS. If it's the DBMS, example of DBMS, MySQL, Microsoft Access, SQL Server, Oracle, all these are the example of DBMS. Advantages of DBMS. Once you have DBMS, there are lots and lots of advantages. For example, if you want to search the telephone number from the telephone directory, it's very easy to search it. That's one example. Let's see advantages of DBMS. You can access the data very fast, because in telephone directory it's in ascending order, so that you can access the phone number really fast. Reduce the data redundancy, which means there are no chance of encountering duplication of data. In telephone directory, let's take the example of telephone directory. Once again, in telephone directory, there are really less chance of duplications of the phone number. Sharing data is possible. If it is computerized based, then you can share it. And facility with full data integrity, that means accuracy and consistency in database. The data integrity means accuracy and consistency in database. You have that facility in DBMS system. Provide data security facility. You can have password or some kind of security system. Backup and recovery systems are there in case of DBMS. Can access easily or can sort the data very easily. So these are the advantages of database. So if you see the database, we have database management system, which is fully computerized based, where we have lots and lots of advantages. Beside the advantages, there are some disadvantages also. So disadvantages of DBMS: it costs high, as you have to use computerized system. You must invest a lot. Okay, if your system is very complex, then you need to hire manpower for that. And if the system is very complex, it's very difficult to understand it. Now, sometime due to some reason, if your database management system is damaged, it will affect the whole organization. It will affect other applications also. So these all are the disadvantages of DBMS. And now let's go to MS Access. Let's talk about Microsoft Access. Microsoft Access is a DBMS, database management system software from the Microsoft that can create and manage the database. So we can create and manage the database very easily in Microsoft Access. It allows the user to store data in one or more than one table. Multiple tables can be linked together in case of Microsoft Access. So if you have two tables, one is for register and another is for attendance, or one is for report card and another is for attendance, you can link it together to get the conclusion or to get the result. There are mainly four components of MS Access: table, form, query, and last one is report. So let's go to table. It's also called as relation. MS Access, in MS Access, table is the key object. So by using table, you can create other objects like form, query, and report. So without table, you can't create form, query, and report. It is also called as primary building block of database. So the tables are made up of row and columns. It consists of row and columns and allows for direct data entry into the grids. That means directly you can add data in the grids, that is row and column. The row, which is also called as tuplet, it's used to represent record, contains the individual data, is making up an individual record. So the row is used to represent the record, and similarly column, which is also known as field or attribute. It consists of categorized information. Each and every column have its heading, which is also known as field name. Form. Form, we have seen this kind of form in web. We have seen different types of form in webs. Okay, it's very much similar. It's a user-friendly interface in a table which allows you to add data. The form directly connects to the database, or it directly connects to the data source, such as table or query. Now, once you write some information in form, it automatically changes the data in table or query. It automatically changes. You don't need to go to the table, or you don't need to go and work in the query to make the changes. So it automatically changes. It can be used to enter data, to edit data, or to display data. Now next is query, which is also very important objects of MS Access, and it is used to manipulate the data in the table. So if a table consists of lots and lots of fields, and if you want to display only name and phone number, you can do it by using query. That means you can easily manipulate the data, or you can hide the data, or you can do different types of calculations using query. Okay, let's continue. Retrieve selected field from a single or multiple link table. If the tables are linked, so you can have two or more than two fields together in case of query. So if you change some information in the query, it gets changes in the table too. You can change the data of the table using query. That means once you change the data from the query, it automatically changes the data in the table. So we can also use this query for calculate or summarize the data. And especially query is used for analysis purpose without programming. Okay, you can update, delete, or append the large volume of record by using the query. You can sort more than one field. That means you can arrange the records in ascending order on the basis of more than one field. Or you can also create some new table based on query. Types of query: select query, parameter query, cross-tab query, and another is action query. Under this action query, you have append query, update query, make a table query, and delete query. A report. The report is an organized way to present the data. You have seen lots of bills. All these bills are the report, a kind of report. So report enables you to format your data in an attractive and informative layout for printing or viewing the screen. It allows you to design a ready-to-print document according to the requirement of the user of table or query. Can be created on the basis of table or query. That means a report can be created on the basis of table or query. So the table is the primary object. On the basis of table, you can create query, form, and report. And you can create form on the base of table and query. Similarly, you can create report on the base of table and query. Thank you.